Hello, geometry students. Looking at Fry's 2-3 practice biconditionals and definitions. I want to take you through the odd ones. If you're having difficulty reading my writing, first of all, when I go through these, pause as I go along to kind of slow things down. But if you're having difficulty reading my writing, know that the words most likely are in the problem printed out for you, and I'm just copying them and rewriting them. So if you're having difficulty, and this is not a spelling test, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So let's get going. For this first part, each conditional statement below is true. So write its converse, and if the converse is also true, combine the statements as a biconditional. So here we go. Number one, if a number is divisible by 2, then the number is even. So here's the converse. If a number is even, then the number is divisible by 2. So that is true, so the biconditional would be a number is divisible by 2 if and only if it is even. So there we go. Number 3, if x is greater than 5, then the absolute value of x is greater than 5. Well, the converse is if the absolute value of x is greater than 5, then x is going to be greater than 5, and that is not going to be always true, so I do not write a biconditional. An example of that would be like, say, the number, if we went with 9, a negative 9. Negative 9, the absolute value of negative 9 is greater than 5, but negative 9 itself is not greater than 5. So just one example of many there. Number 5, if two numbers are both even, then the sum of the two numbers is even. So the converse, if the sum of two numbers is even, then the numbers are both even, and you can come up with examples of that not being true, so I did not write a biconditional. For the next set of directions, write the two statements that form each biconditional. So we have the biconditionals, and we just have to rewrite the statements. Like I said, if you can't read my writing, the words are up here in the problem, so this should give you an idea of how to do these. So number 7, a whole number is divisible by 3 if and only if the sum of the digits of the whole number is divisible by 3. And that's one way I see if something's divisible by 3. I just add them up, So here's the two statements. If a whole number is divisible by 3, then the sum of the digits of the whole number is divisible by 3. And here's the other statement. If the sum of the digits of a whole number is divisible by 3, then the whole number is divisible by 3. So you're just splitting up the biconditional into two separate statements. Pretty easy, but a lot of writing, so that's kind of a bummer. But number 9, a person lives in Alaska if and only if the person lives in the northernmost state in the United States. So the two statements are, if a person lives in Alaska, then the person lives in the northernmost state in the U.S. And I just, abbreviate United States. Save you some writing. If a person lives in the northernmost state in the U.S., then the person lives in Alaska. So there's the two statements.